Goals reached as Eala earns new career-high number 45 world ranking. Although Eala misses out on ruling the inaugural Philippine Women's Open, she still rises 4 spots in the WTA rankings. Manila, Philippines. Eala capped an eventful month to begin 2026 with a new career-high world ranking. Eala improved to number 45 in the latest WTA rankings released on Monday, February 2nd, following her quarterfinal finish in the historic staging of the Philippine Women's Open. Although the 20-year-old missed out on ruling the country's first-ever WTA 125 event as she lost to eventual champion Camila Osorio of Colombia in the last 8, she still rose 4 spots in the world rankings from her previous career high of number 49. I think the goals for January have been reached, and for the next 6 months, it's hard to say. Just to inch by inch keep improving in the rankings as much as I can. It's different when I have to defend points, Eala said during the Philippine Women's Open. January proved to be a promising month for Eala as she won 5 of her 8 matches across 3 tournaments, collecting a purse of nearly $130,000, over $7.6 million. She started the year with a semi-final run in the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, then made her maiden main draw appearance in the Australian Open, where she lost to Alicia Parks of the United States. In the Philippine Women's Open, Eala swept both Russia's Elena Kareeva and Japan's Himeno Sakitsum in the first 2 rounds before she fell in straight sets to Osorio, who went on to lift the trophy by outlasting Croatia's Dana Vekic in the finale. I try to take it month by month, and I think this month, in January, having it ended, I've had very good matches. I've done really well in Auckland. I think I had great matches there, and although I had an early exit in AO, I still think there was a lot of takeaways from that match, said Eala. The grind does not stop for Eala as she took her act to the United Arab Emirates, where she competes in the Abu Dhabi Open, a WTA 500 event that offers significant ranking points. Rappler.com. Above the baseline, Eala's leap into the top 50. In the world of professional tennis, every ranking point is hard-fought, every match an emotional journey. And for Eala, that journey, already remarkable, took another transformational step forward on February 2, 2026, when she climbed to a career-high world number 45 in the Women's Tennis Association rankings. For most players, breaking into the top 50 of the global standings is a dream. For Alex, it was a goal woven into her life's narrative long before she ever stepped foot on a professional court. From young dreamer to global competitor. Born in Quezon City, Philippines in 2005, Alex's story didn't start with global headlines but with grassroots passion. From countless training sessions, early morning routines, and junior circuits, she showed promise that extended far beyond regional competitions. Her potential bloomed spectacularly when she rose to world number 2 in the ITF junior rankings and became the first Filipino to win a junior Grand Slam title at the 2022 US Open, a feat that hinted at bigger things to come. Turning professional in March 2020, she carried not just her racket but the aspirations of an entire nation. Tennis, after all, had never before seen a Filipino woman steadily rise toward the sport's upper echelons. But Alex wasn't just chasing points, she was building history. The steady accumulation of milestones. Reaching number 45 in the WTA rankings did not happen overnight. It was the result of a series of breakthroughs, setbacks, and lessons learned on courts around the world. In 2025, Alex's breakthrough momentum gained real public attention. She shattered previous career benchmarks through consistent performances. She won her first WTA 125 title at the Guadalajara 125 Open, demonstrating she could close out tough matches and seize trophies on tour. She reached a WTA Tour final at the Eastbourne Open in the United Kingdom, another historic first for a Filipino player. At the Southeast Asian Games, she captured the women's singles gold medal, dominating her matches and affirming her status as a regional force. She also made her Grand Slam main draw debut at the Australian Open in 2026, marking her arrival on tennis's grandest stages. Each of these achievements brought more than ranking points. They brought confidence, resilience, and belief inside her and among the millions who now watched her career unfold. Breaking through, the move to world number 45. In the lead-up to this new milestone, Alex stepped onto the court with intent across several early 2026 events. She kicked off the season with a semi-final run at the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, earning valuable points against seasoned competitors. Soon after, she took the spotlight back home at the Philippine Women's Open in Manila, where a packed stadium roared her name and reminded her of the power of representation. While she exited in the quarterfinals against seasoned rival Camila Osorio, the energy she channeled on home soil was a testimony to her growth, not just as a competitor, but as a symbol of possibility. All of this momentum, personal triumphs, national pride, and international progression, crystallized into a jump from number 49 to number 45 in the world, powered by 1,163 ranking points and a palpable eagerness for what lies ahead. What it means beyond numbers. For Alex, this ranking represents far more than validation. It's a mosaic of goals reached and dreams still unfolding. Achievement meets aspiration. Every young tennis star waits for that leap, the moment when potential becomes tangible. For Alex, number 45 is a signpost in a journey that began with early dreams of competing on the biggest courts. But more than that, it reflects her commitment to consistency, her tactical maturity, and her mental grit against some of the sport's toughest opponents. Carrying a nation's hope. In the Philippines, tennis hasn't always been at the center of sports culture. Basketball and boxing have historically dominated headlines. But Alex's rise has inspired a new generation to see tennis not as a distant sport but as an attainable path to global stages. Her matches draw crowds, her interviews stir excitement, and her achievements make headlines, not just as sports news but as cultural milestones. When she plays at home, fans fill stadiums that rarely host WTA competition. They wave flags, wear her name on jerseys, and chant with a blend of pride and personal connection. For many young athletes across Southeast Asia, Alex is no longer simply a competitor, she's proof that geographic boundaries don't define ambition. Goals reimagined. Setting a ranking goal is one thing, reaching it is another. But Alex's career trajectory shows that goals evolve. From breaking into the top 100, to earning her first professional titles, to battling in tour finals, to representing her country with honor, to now breaking into the top 50 globally. Each milestone wasn't a finish line but a stepping stone, preparing her for deeper runs in bigger tournaments, more robust challenges, and moments where history can be redefined again. Moving forward, beyond the baseline. Now, as Alex sets her sights on the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open and other high-level WTA events, the narrative shifts from achievement to expansion. With a world ranking that places her among elite competitors, she enters bigger draws, earns direct entry into premier tournaments, and gains opportunities to climb even higher.